Hey guys, what is up? Zero here, and welcome back to Fruits of the Literature Club. So, we were kind of silent there because I wanted to give you guys a listen to the main theme, because I am terribly sorry to Natsuki, because she made the main theme song to the. I forgot that in this update they added, she composed, she wrote, she played the theme to the mod. Like, the song playing right now is hers. She played this, so it was very nice. You know, the Natsuki that's in the comments you see all the time, and she's a friend. She's nice. She's a good person. Actually, is she in the there she is! Special thanks and Natsuki! There she is. So yeah, just wanted to, I'm sorry for not making your music be heard before, Natsuki. So yeah, let us load our game. So, in the last episode, we got shot.
Yeah?
There was a shooting. And we survived, obviously. Everyone survived unharmed. Which is good. You know, we all lived. Maybe some trauma for Monika, but you know what? She's a tough girl. She got this. And we talked to Monika's father. We got to see firsthand that he really doesn't acknowledge her daughter's his daughter's successes. Like, he doesn't really acknowledge that, so it's kind of upsetting. And we also learned that apparently the people who tried to shoot us were probably looking for Monika and weren't looking for us, and that's why they shot. They wanted Monika dead and not us. So, yeah, that's definitely interesting. My money is still on that it's because she looks like a Zuki, but, well, no, we'll have to wait and see. So, yeah. Also, the thing with her father is we learned that it's not her father that they're after. They're after Monika in particular and has nothing to do with her dad. At least that's what we seemed like, so at least that's what it seems like so far. So yeah, that's interesting. So, let us proceed and see how this continues. A familiar buzz livens my pocket as I finish clearing off some space on my kitchen counter. Just in time, it seems. It's Monika texting me to let me know she's approaching my front door. I hear some fumbling, followed by a hearty knock rattled my front door as soon as I finish reading the final word of her text. Sauntering over to the door, I glance at my TV as a well-dressed man behind a polished wooden desk discusses current events. Having the news on while I'm working or performing chores helps me catch tidbits of information about the local area when my mind wanders from my current task. It also serves as suitable background noise for quiet moments. I'm greeted by a bright smile and blushing, flustered cheeks as I open the door. Whew! Good afternoon, Zero. Could you maybe help me get this inside? Jesus, woman, what did you do? Raid a coffee shop? I reach out with both hands and grab the large box Monika's struggling to keep her grip on, anticipating the weight of it from its size. The sheer bulk of it surprises me, but it's easy enough for me to handle. I suppress a grunt as a sharp twinge of pain stings my side. Go ahead in. I have some cups set out in the kitchen, and I just bought some milk. Monika scoots past me and giggles. She looks back at me as she enters my living room. Wow, Zero, you're carrying the machine like it's nothing. You're like my very own superhero. Yeah, I guess you could say that. 'Cause he's bad, MC. I kick the door shut behind me as I follow Monika inside. The city welcomes a new bookstore today. Local readers are lined up for a full block to participate in the grand opening. Walking through the living room, I enter the kitchen, making sure not to bump any of the walls of the giant box. As I reach the kitchen counter, I set it down on the ground. Both Monika and I pull open the top of the box and remove a square of styrofoam, revealing a particularly large, shiny object wrapped in plastic. And we got a coffee maker. Monika excitedly tears away this plastic and retrieves a smaller plastic bag wedged between the side of the box and the object itself. Placing it on the counter, she looks at me with a sly smile. Could you be my hero again and put the espresso machine on the counter? Might as well. Where the hell else am I to put this thing? I lift the giant machine out of the box with relative ease and set it on the countertop, sliding it toward an electrical outlet in the wall. I then work on unraveling the power cord and removing any residual plastic from the various smaller metal parts. Monika opens the smaller bag and removes a plastic scoop with a flat bottom. Oh, the machine came with its own measuring spoon and tamper. Tamper? She points to the flat end of the scoop. You use it to press the espresso grounds into the brew head. I'll show you once we all get it all set up. I can see Monica's eyes sparkle as she examines the machine and inspects each part. I allowed her to talk me into keeping an espresso machine in my house. Most likely so she can use it when she comes over, no doubt. I don't mind, though. She's explained to me how much she loves various styles of coffee, and it always makes her happy. Aw, that's cute. Suddenly, she twists a small, cup-shaped device away from the main body of the machine. Grabbing it by its long handle, she carries it over to my sink. And this is the brew head. You pour the espresso grounds and grinds. Why did I say grounds? Don't you say grinds? I say grinds. Did you say coffee? Coffee grounds?
Yeah, coffee grounds.
I say grinds.
I think it's both.
Ground...
I say coffee grounds.
That's what's confusing me, is the grounds. I guess I'll get used to saying that for now. You pour the espresso grounds in this cup part here, and then press them down with the tamper so they're nice and compact. It's important to press them in so the pressurized steam can work to draw the flavor out instead of just rinsing the grounds. I watch as he turns on the faucet and begins to wash the cup head. Did you bring some espresso grounds so we can try it out? Oh, I almost forgot. I stopped by a coffee shop and had them grind up some fresh espresso beans. The package should be in my bag. I left it on the couch. Could you grab them for me? It'll only take me a minute to wash some of these parts up. I nod and proceed into the living room. Local animal rescuers aren't sure how the deer managed to get the soda can stuck on its foot, but as you can see, they worked quickly to... What the fuck?
What?
Local deer fucking gets a soda can on its foot, apparently. Ugh. Water. Scanning the couch, I spot Monica's other satchel and open it. I don't usually make a habit of digging through women's personal items, besides Julia's, but the situation calls for it. I grab a small, pink plastic package and pull it out. Glancing at it, my eyes widen and I hastily shove it back in the bag, returning to my search for the elusive espresso. Wait, what? You guys a small pink plastic package and pull it out. Oh! Oh! Oh no.
Huh?
He pulled out a pink plastic package. I'm thinking it was her tampons.
Oh.
That's what it says. Glancing at it, my eyes widen and I hastily shove it back in the bag. It's like, oh.
I see.
The deer was released soon after, luckily unharmed. It's a sharp reminder to always put your waste in the proper container. Back to you, Lisa. My hand bumps into against a more solid feeling plastic bag. I cross my fingers and slowly slide it out. I cross my fingers. It's a cutely decorated plastic container covered in small coffee cup designs. On the front it reads, "Ground with care, brewed for your enjoyment." I slowly exhale and return to the kitchen where Monica's turning some of the parts of the machine. Did you find the grounds? Yep, got them right here. Placing the bag on the counter, I gently rip open the top along the designated tear line. My nose is immediately bombarded with the powerful scent of coffee. It smells pretty strong. You like this stuff? Oh, it's absolutely amazing. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy it. Trust me, when it's added to steamed milk, it's like pure bliss in a mug. I watch as she takes the bag from me and sets it next to the scoop. Picking up the brewer head once again, she holds it over the bag and collects the scoop, digging into the grounds with it and pouring a scoopful into the cup of her brewer head. And this is where the tamper comes in. Don't be shy when you're pressing the grounds in there, but don't press it like you're squishing someone's brains out either. Monica's delicate hands reverse the scoop to the blunt end and stamp the espresso grounds with a quick, forceful motion. I glance over to the machine. The top panel is dotted with buttons, each surrounded by a ring of white light and marked with a symbol. The button marked by a water drop is flashing while the others remain still. Here we go. Let me just reattach the head and we'll get brewing. I put some milk in the steamer so that we can make cappuccinos. See? She carries the brewer head by the handle and moves closer to the machine, pointing to another metal cup fitted into its body. It appears to have a small metal hose extending into it. While the espresso is brewing, the machine will use some of the pressurized steam to froth up the milk in this cup. Fluffy milk is one of the most important ingredients in a cappuccino. Flat milk just won't cut it. Christ, woman. Seems complicated. Seriously. Since they're doing a lot of work just for some fucking coffee.
This is a coffee expert. Don't judge her.
It really is. Monika snickers and pushes my arm gently with her free hand. Oh, Zero, don't be silly. I bought this machine because it makes the process so much easier. All you have to do is fill the right containers and then press a button. She slides the brew head back into its slot and twists it on with a click. The flashing button instantly becomes steady. I suppose that means the machine is ready to brew. Okay, Zero. Now all you have to do is press the brew button here and it'll start making our drinks. You have some cups ready for us to use? I lean over to the counter to the cups I put out earlier, grabbing them and sliding them over to her. I came prepared. You always do. You can wait out in the living room if you want. This part is super easy. I'll have our cappuccinos ready shortly. Pick something interesting for us to watch, okay? Sure. She takes one of the cups and places it underneath the brewer head. I pat her gently on the back and start toward the living room. I can hear her click the button, which prompts the machine to begin hissing with steam. Approaching the couch, I slide down onto it and try to relax. Picking up the TV remote, I turn my attention to the news program. Breaking news! 3 men have been found dead near the local hiking trail. Authorities say their bodies are riddled with unmarked 9mm bullets, a sign that the act may have been professional in nature. Police are baffled by the... I clear my throat and immediately change the channel. A colorful advertisement appears with a clown juggling origins and balancing on a unicycle. Oh boy!
I see.
Suddenly, he drops the fruits, following an act with a melodramatic frown. The deep voice says, "Having a rough day? Enjoy a glass of summertime glory orange juice. I'll turn any frown upside down." How campy. That's what feels like forever, but in reality is about 2 minutes. Monika emerges from the kitchen carrying 2 glasses filled to the brim with a steaming aromatic drink. A warm smile and her happy attitude help relieve the severe ache in my side. She sits down next to me on the couch and gingerly hands me a cup. After getting comfortable, she slides across the couch towards me with both grace and hesitation. She is my girlfriend, however. She still acts as if she was a starstruck fangirl who was around some pop star. Not gonna lie, it does feel good to have a girl like you as much as she does to me. But as she rests up against me and watches TV with me, I remain quiet and just enjoy our time together. Aw, wasn't that just precious? What's happening? Why is it nighttime? Oh no.
Oh no.
Things are scary. My feet screaming at me to take a break. I finally decide to stop walking and sit down on my front porch. I've been running for almost an hour. My lungs burn, my side stings, my feet ache, and my heart feels like it's about to explode. As my heart rate stabilizes, I look down onto the ground. I can practically see the individual grains of dirt. My vision fades in and out constantly. I force myself to perform my emergency breathing exercises. Each breath scratches the side of my throat. It wasn't good enough. I wasn't fast enough. The pain in my side dies down a little when I stand upright. My watch says it's not too late, but I can give it one more go. I walk back towards the sidewalk, stretch out my left leg behind me, and my right in front of me. Whew, you can handle this. If things are as bad as I think, I can't let my recent wounds stop me from training. I'm no use to Julia or the company injured. And I'm certainly no use for Monika this way. Granted, the cartridges were removed from my body and the bullet holes were closed. Doesn't stop the fact that I was shot. I don't have any serious bodily damage, but flesh and muscle were torn apart due to that. Sure as shit doesn't tickle. Monika constantly asks me if I'm in pain or if I'm okay. It's cute that she's worried, but very goddamn annoying. I'm just not used to it. Ashley and Julia did have their moments of nurture and care, but they were extremely rough and cold. It makes sense, though, because they had to raise me to become what I am now. Couldn't have done it without them. So I have to keep pushing myself. Using the remaining amount of energy I have, I push off and start running down the block. There he goes again. Sayori's watching us. Aw. He ran off again? I really wish I was there to stop him. I do too. He's been out there for almost an hour straight just running. I like the headcanon that Sayori and Monika are always on the phone with each other.
Yeah.
This time he looked very tired. I'm worried about him, Monika. I am too. Ever since that day, he's been extremely cautious and determined to get stronger. He almost ripped his side open because the stitches haven't fully healed yet. At least he is healing and getting better. Even if he's being stupid and exercising when he should be resting. Yeah, I know, but honestly, do you think someone like Zero really can just sit down and rest? What do you mean? He's definitely different from any of the other boys we know. He acts differently. He thinks differently. He even looks at you differently. It's like everything he does was chiseled into him forcefully. I don't really understand him half the time, but I know he tries to be like us. Tries to be like us? You mean like the opposite of himself? Yeah, that's one way to put it. He did say his old school was very unorthodox at times. Which explains why he's very unaware, uneducated about a lot of our social norms or customs. Oh, I see. And it's good that he asked you to help teach him that stuff. Me? Why? You're super smart and sweet, and you're a great leader. He has already learned a lot from how you led the literature club so far. You're doing fine, Monika. Thank you, Sayori. I'm getting sleepy, so I'm going to lie down. Okay. I'll send you a text message if I see Zero again tonight. Thanks, Sayori. Good night. Good night, Monika. I'll see you at our meeting tomorrow. Aw, that's cute. Oh, I forgot we were at a meeting at the beach. You guys forget? I forgot. Okay, everyone. I'm glad we were all able to meet here at the beach for the literature club. I really missed you all. It's nice of us to hang out since the break started. Yeah! Where's Zero? Shouldn't he be here too? He's actually at home resting. I guess spending several hours working out while injured tires someone out. Is he really doing that? That's kind of stupid. Yeah, it is, but he just refuses to rest. You can't cure stubbornness. Hey! Yes, you can. Shut up,
No, you
Natsuki. I'm fine. Perhaps Zero's just scared of facing us again? Scared? What do you mean by that? Yeah, haven't you seen the guy? He's like a walking wall. He doesn't have emotions. It could very well be that since the shooting, he feels much weaker than he normally did. He might be doing this to make sure to himself that he's still able-bodied and strong. Oh, that's a good point. He's probably very worried about protecting Monika again. You're not wrong. He keeps telling me how I have to be cautious and he has to make sure I'm okay. That just means he cares about you. You should be concerned. You were shot at, for God's sake. Alright. Let's just move on and start the club now. Gee, Natsuki makes a good point. Oh wait, is this Monika's point of view? I think it is, because Zero isn't here. So yeah, this is Monika's point of view. It has to be. Sitting down and watching Sayori, Yuri, and Natsuki discuss their poems in detail, I look around and can't help but feel that I'm being watched. I don't know where I'm getting this feeling from, but several thoughts formulate in my mind that put me at unease. Monika, are you okay? Monika? Monika, hello? Huh? Oh, sorry. Well, Sayori and Natsuki over their hands in front of my face, catching me off guard and distracting me from my thoughts. I wish I could shake this feeling. I don't like it at all. As I try to focus on the girls' discussions, I notice two men across the beach staring right at me. I can't quite make out what clothes they're wearing. My stomach knots at the sight of them, but maybe they're just looking in our direction and not directly at us? No, that doesn't make sense. This is a big beach, but there's nothing else they would be looking at over here. Oh well, I'll try to ignore this. Swallowing the saliva in my mouth, I run my hands through the sand to distract me. The individual grains massage my tense palms. Natsuki ends up making a joke about something I didn't care to make out, which flusters Yuri. She stumbles over her words and looks away nervously, as she usually does 100 times a meeting. But I love that about her. Yuri's such an interesting girl to talk to, if you can get her fired up about what she's talking about. Nothing will stop her from giving an external monologue. It's cute. Sayori joyously sits and plays with the sand with her pen. She draws little flowers and a sun in it. Sayori's always been someone I care about and trust with the vice president title. She was the actual reason for the club's founding. I still remember her approaching me after class once, and with her beautiful sparkling blue eyes, persuading me to make my new club about literature. Just reminiscing about it makes me giggle. Natsuki flashes me a glare that sports her usual tsundere character type. When I first met her, I had no idea what that even was, since I don't really know anything about anime or stuff like that. But I heard a few other students talk about it, and I did some research. She may be rude at times, but Natsuki's secretly a big sweetheart. She always wonders about her friends and wishes the best for everyone, especially when her own life is not very good. I'm really glad to have her as a friend. I don't know where I would be without these girls. It makes me happy. But the happiness doesn't last, as I notice several other men join those watching us. My body goes cold and my heart drops at the sight. I don't feel we should be here any longer, but I can't bring myself to interrupt the girls. They all look so happy to be here. It would be disheartening to pull them away to pull them away early. Maybe I can ignore this. Oh no. We all finally finish up the club activities and get ready to leave. I pack up my stuff, hug the other girls goodbye, and start walking home. To be sure that the other girls are safe, we walk a bit away from where we were sitting on the beach before splitting up. The image of those guys watching me keeps forcing its way into my mind, no matter how much I try to ignore it. It's just so creepy and surreal. Of course, it could really be nothing at all, and just my mind playing tricks on me. But Zero's acting strange, and we did get shot at. He almost died protecting me, so this has been a very prominent event lingering in my mind. I just gotta get home quickly. Oh no. Is she home? Monika, did you do it? It's her house. Oh, okay, good. Today's been exhausting. I lie back on my bed and rest my eyes, allowing my body to sink into my bed and engulf me in relaxation. And this is so comfortable. I love my bed. It's so warm and soft. This bed could be my partner forever if I wanted. As I feel my body near unconsciousness, I feel a hand wrap around my mouth. Oh no! A man that I don't recognize hunches over me and presses me against the bed, still covering my mouth. Completely panicked and unsure of what to do, I reach my hands to his wrist and try to pry his hand off of me. To no surprise, he's stronger than me and his hand doesn't budge. Oh god, what do I do? Wait, his face. It's from the beach earlier. Oh no, they must have followed me home.
Stop fucking squirming. Unless you want a new hole in your head.
He points a gun at my face, practically bringing me to tears and causing my blood to run ice cold. Zero was right. I should have been more careful. What do I do?
Now listen up here. You're gonna do as I say, or I'm going to put you through more pain than you're ever going to feel for the rest of your short life. Do you understand me?
I don't even know how to respond. I just lie there motionless and scared.
I asked you a question, you little whore!
Whore? I've never been called a whore before. The word instantly causes my heart to shatter and tears flow. I nod submissively to his threat. All of a sudden, the lights in my house go out and I'm surrounded in darkness with this man. More and more fears of what he plans to do with me scare me in my mind. He releases a grip on my mouth and out of fear for my life, I throw my hands up and cover my eyes. A loud crash in the room startles me.
Get off me!
Huh? But I'm on the bed.
Ugh.
I can't see what's happening. Wait, my phone! I grab my phone out of my pocket and flick on the flashlight. What it reveals to me takes what little breath that I have away. Zero holds the man in a lock from behind with his arm and an elbow secured over the man's throat. Yo, got his ass! Zero!
Monika, do you have anything to defend yourself with?
No!
Go to your kitchen and grab a knife or something!
Zero seems to have the best of the man, because as he tries to fight back, Zero maintains his hold. Right! Quickly getting off my bed and wiping my tears away, I hold my flashlight out to illuminate my way to the kitchen. I know exactly where to get a knife. I have a set of super sharp ones that my dad bought a long time ago. Finally getting to the kitchen into a wooden knife holder, I grab a moderately sized kitchen knife and try to run to the back door.
No!
Huh?
Don't head outside, Monika! Find another room in there that's empty and lock yourself inside!
Okay! Zero's voice echoes across the house and somehow gives me a little bit of a fire. If he wasn't here, God only knows what could have happened. I managed to get in my laundry room, which is small enough for me to quickly check to see that no one is in there. I get inside and close the door behind me, locking it immediately.
The man tries to fight to loosen.
Oh, this is me now, yeah! The man tries to fight to loosen my grip on his neck, but fails. I find more and more opportunities to tighten my grip and asphyxiate him further. God, get off of me. Shut the fuck up. You dare come into this girl's house and attack her? And you expect me to just get off of you and let you go away scot-free? Oh, hell no. His voice squeaks and breaks until he stops fighting back and goes limp. Finally, I thought he would never lose consciousness. I release my strained arms and let the fat fuck drop onto the floor limp. Monika's in her room safe, I hope. This guy wasn't the only one looking for Monika here anyway. I need to take care of the others first. The pitch black house helps mask my movements. Normally, someone would need a flashlight to navigate darkness like this, but I've been trained to adapt to dark areas. I can make out where I am and what is around me. And right now, another person is silently lurking around Monika's house, looking for her. He doesn't look much taller than I, but he certainly has a huge build, which is probably going to be problematic. When you're against an opponent much larger than you can use their weight and strength against them. Where is that kid? He let that girl get away! I can hear his whisper from across the room. Make sure to keep perfectly still, and I wait until he's just about in front of me. Then I strike. Preparing my stance, I grab his wrist and wrench it behind his back. Gah! Get on the ground. As he tries to pull his arm back, I take my left foot and kick the back of his knee, which turn forces him down, so I wrap my arm around his neck. Who the fuck are you? Tell me why you're after my girlfriend. What? I tighten my wrap around his neck, forcing air out of his throat with a satisfying squeak. I fucking said tell me! You're a boyfriend? You're supposed to be... Completely surprising me, he manages to stand back up, picking me up like a backpack doing so. Huh? Get the hell off of me! He spins around frantically, causing me to hang on like a piece of loose string. The man yells and turns his back and me to the wall. He runs backwards and slams me and his back onto the wall. Ah! Ah! He slams me against the wall again. And again. And again. The pain from the hard wall against my back and my side are too much to bear. I feel as if my back's going to break if I don't do something soon. Strangling won't stop this behemoth. I take my elbow and slam it against his neck, hitting a critical pressure point, immediately causing the man to go limp and crash to the ground. After standing up, I hear running coming directly towards me. Another one? He shoulder rams me back into the wall, temporarily disorienting me. After standing back up, a fist comes in contact with my face and pushes me further back. Alright, punk. You're going to die! A small bead of blood drops down from my upper lip. I wipe it away with the back of my hand. As he swings again, I duck just under the incoming fist and shove mine into his armpit. God! Wrapping my left arm around his and forcing it straight, I bring my right elbow down onto it, resulting in a sickening crunch. Ah, you little prick! Recoiling my elbow, I shove my knee into his stomach, then I place my palm against the back of his head and slam it against the floor. The stinging pain in my side drops me to my knees. Oh my god, it hurts so much. Tightly gripping my side, I hunch over and wince in pain. Monika's front door opens, and police officers swarm inside. Police, get down on the ground now! Get the fuck on the ground! Several officers run to me and force me to the ground. What the hell are you doing? Shut up!
Huh? Wait! That guy was the person who saved...
Ma'am, get back! Get this kid to the car and get the paramedics in here for the wounded!
Wait!
Uh-oh.
Listen, can you keep that light out of my face for God's sake? You don't make the requests here. Jesus Christ. What about me saying I protected that girl? Do you not understand? Or what about me saying that I protected that girl? Do you not understand? You broke into a teenage girl's house. You also assaulted and nearly killed 3 men. And you resisted officers when you were apprehended. What the hell? No, I didn't. I was in too much pain to resist officers. Are you retarded or something? Are you getting hostile with me, son? Another detective from the police station looks discouragingly at me. The wrinkles on his face prove the tenure he has suffered for the department. And it also shows me that whatever excuse, no matter the truth I give to him, he isn't going to believe me. But to be fair, I wouldn't blame him. A report about an attempted murder in a teenage girl's house. Police burst in, and there are three severely injured men in there, and I was the only one standing. No matter how I position this to an officer, I don't see myself getting out of this situation. Son of a bitch. Now I'm going to ask you again. Why were you in this girl's house so late at night, and why did you nearly kill 3 other people? I told you this already. They were there to kill the girl, and the girl is my girlfriend. Your procedure dictates you have to question me. I understand. However, have you even spoken to Monika? Yes, we have. But you're still not vindicted from these 3 counts of attempted murder and assault. Ugh. A younger officer walks in the room and walks towards the detective questioning me. What do you want, rookie? Can't you see I'm busy? Sir, you have an important call. I don't care, I'm busy. Sir, you really need to take this call. For God's sake. Both of the officers exit the room and leave me behind in darkness. And unfortunately, the overhead lamp still focused directly in my eyes. I bet Julia called, didn't she? The older detective walks back into the room with a normal and intrigued face. So, I just received a call from your handlers. Not a fact. I was not aware you were an IGA. No idea what you're talking about, old man. You're probably right. My old age must be getting the best of me. He walks over to me and unlocks me from my handcuffs. You're free to go. I nod with a slight smirk and stand up. After a momentary stretch, I start to leave. Oh, kid? Don't think you're always going to get special treatment here. I don't care who you're with or what authority they have. This is a local police force. If you continue to break our laws, we'll have to enforce them. I won't ask you to do anything else. Goodbye, detective. Goodbye, sir. The detective's last words stick with me as I leave the station. That was pretty clean. That fight scene, though?
Yeah? Jesus fuck.
I was popping off!
Yeah.
They couldn't stop me. I was getting pounded against a wall, though. That hurt. They couldn't stop me. I was popping off. Also, Monika almost got attacked. Good thing she ran away.
I was scared.
It was like, oh no!
I was scared.
I was like, oh no. She's getting caught. After walking a bit down the street towards my house, a familiar brunette woman stands next to a car and stares at me. God damn it. Well, look who it is. A certain young troublemaker who had to use some of my brownie points for. Julia, not now, please. You do understand that admin's going to look at this and question the hell out of us, right? I said not now, woman. Julia slams her fist on the hood of the car, denting it minorly. Don't give me that attitude right now! I had to get you out of their custody. The least you can do is thank me. And in response, I reach her passenger door. Zero? Still not answering her, I open the door and get into her vehicle silently. When Julia enters the car, she puts on her seatbelt and looks at me with a stern expression. Zero. What do you want? I can probably understand this night has been stressful for you. Not at all. Where would you get that hunch from? I made sure to accentuate my tone. I guess I deserve that for trying to lighten the mood earlier. I know you were just defending Monika, but the police in the scene didn't depict that immediately. I don't see how. I'm a younger man, and there are 3 much older men around the house unconscious. You don't understand. The police are trained to take apprehension of any immediate suspects for investigations out of probable cause. There were reports of fighting when the call was made. The police arrived, and there were 3 beaten and unconscious men around a young and hurt boy. You'd think that Monika saying he was protecting me would have any effect, aye? They took that, but still decided to question and detain you for reasonable suspicion. You did nearly kill 3 other guys tonight. I held back. And I'm very aware of. I know you, Zero. If you're not holding back, you will most certainly be in a situation in the station for murder. You and I both know you can end a life in the blink of an eye and not think anything of it seconds later. It's how we trained you. Can you just take me to where Monika is?
I need to make sure she's safe. I have her set up at your house. What? Did you think I was going to think of the girl that you I can't talk right now. What? Did you think I wasn't going to think of the girl that you went to jail for? Ugh, whatever. Just drive. Fine. The entire ride home is quite intense. I just rest my feet on Julia's dash and close my eyes. We're here. Finally. As I open the door and get out, Julia reaches out and grabs my wrist. Huh? Please don't do anything stupid anymore. I actually had to fight to get you released with no questions asked. That's because you had to inform them of who we were. Only then will they understand. You fail to understand what a nightmare that is for administration. You're right. I'm more of a field agent than an office worker. Unlike someone I know. Do you fucking understand that I was a field agent before I came to watch over you? All I try to do is be a good supervisor for you because no one else wants to be. You're too fucking unstable. Julia grabs her hair and pulls. All I try to do is make sure you're the good agent that Ashley wanted. We didn't raise you to completely go off the wagon. We both loved and cared for you. Can you at least offer us some form of thanks? You did not raise me. I slammed my face against the side of her door. You're not my mother. You will never fucking be my mother. You're never going to give me more to me than you were when I first saw you. Nothing. I see. Anger completely taking over me, Julia stops the car and I get out without saying another word. When I look back, I swear I see a tear coming down her face. I just wanted... You're like my own... I'm sorry, Zero. Julia accelerates the car and drives off. Immediate regret hits me in the stomach. What did I just say to her? Oh my god. What have you done?
No.
Bad MC. This isn't how we raised you.
My god.
You're supposed to be the hero Gotham deserves.
No, he's not.
Yeah, not right now.
Like that.
Well, the way this is young Zero. This is the youngin'. Let me drink some water.
Good job, professional.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Jules, can we play more frisbee? Give me just a moment, kid. I have to catch my breath. You seem to have an endless amounts of energy today. I'm very happy. Really? It's been a while since you said that. Well, you and Ashley have been super nice to me, and it makes me happy. That's awesome. I'm glad we were able to make you happy. You know we love you, right? Of course. You two are everything to me. Julia, please answer me. This is my 5th call to her, and no answer. My stomach just wants to throw up at all the things I said to her. Julia has always been annoying to me, but she didn't deserve the things I said to her. No matter how stressed or pissed I was. I recognize when I'm an asshole, but even I can recognize what I said was definitely over the line with her. Well, I guess I deserve that. Giving up on calling Julia for the time being, I decided to check on Monika inside of my house. I make sure to remain absolutely quiet when entering my house. The door is unlocked, which is worrying. But I'm aware that Julia has a habit of forgetting to lock the door behind her, so I assume she was the reason. I hear a faint and rhythmic beat of breathing. Investigating further, I see Monika passed out on my couch. She must have fallen asleep waiting for me. Great. Another thing that I'm gonna have to deal with tomorrow. Grimacing, I approach Monika and wrap one arm under her knees and one under her back. Then I stand up and carry her to my room. Keeping the light off as to not disturb Monika's sleep, I lie her gently onto my bed and cover her up in my blanket. She shifts and groans slightly, but just as quickly returns to being still and quiet. I'm sorry for getting involved with all this mess. I promise I'll find a way to stop this all. Whispering the end of that sentence, I leave the room and head downstairs. The umbrella over me stops the rain from covering my body. My eyes focused on the depth of the clouds that tower above me. I looked down at my phone, expecting to see something from Julia, but nothing so far. A weird feeling of remorse has stuck with me ever since I said those things to her. The anger that overcame me and the stress of everything that happened took over me. Julia's normal campy attitude to try and lighten the mood just pissed me off, and I let it get a hold of me. She didn't deserve what I said to her. I've never thought of her as nothing to me. If anything, she was as close to me as Ashley was. So I understand how hurt she was by what I said. I wouldn't have expected anything else. The blinds behind me shake as I notice Monika peering out at me. I make eye contact as she motions for me to come inside. Turning on my heel, I walk back inside of my house, closing my umbrella and leaving it next to the door.
Hey, Zero.
You're awake. That's good.
Yeah, thank you for letting me sleep in your bed.
Don't mention it. I wasn't able to sleep anyway, so it's not like I would have needed it.
I can't blame you. I was barely able to sleep at all. I was lucky that I did.
You needed your sleep. That's what matters most.
What about you? You were arrested.
Yeah, I was. Then I was let go after they came to their senses.
I tried to tell them you weren't at fault.
Not like I can blame them anyway. They did their jobs. But there is something we need to discuss.
Yes, there is. I can't stay at home anymore. And my dad doesn't have anywhere else to house me.
Then you can stay here. Julia isn't talking to me right now, so I don't think she's going to protest.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you. You're an amazing boyfriend.
Monika tries to walk over to me and wrap her arms around me, but I stop her before she can.
Huh?
We need to talk about everything that's happening. At this point, it's very evident that this is not a random act of violence. These people are targeting you specifically for some reason. And I think I may know why. Monika sits down on one of the chairs and looks at me quizzically. Oh, it's Ashley.
Zero, you're finally here.
What is the problem?
You're going to be on protective detail.
What?
You heard me.
Ugh, at least brief me. Ashley points towards the computer screen she stands in front of, the white monitor emanating just enough light to see. The screen shows a picture of a teenage girl who looks to be around my age in a weird outfit. What and who is this?
Her name's Azuki. She's an idol that has quite the popularity currently.
And why am I being assigned to protect her? This just sounds problematic.
Shut your mouth for a few minutes and let me finish talking. Unless you want a hand mark across your face.
Yes, ma'am.
Anyway, Central Branch was given a contract to assign a detail of agents to protect her.
Detail? So, I'm gonna be with the team?
Well, no. I know you. You refuse to work with teams.
Good.
That's why we're sending you, Zero. You have the skill and power of an entire division of 5 digits. So, for efficiency, we're sending the best 4-digit we have. You.
Are you sure that's a smart tactic?
Are you questioning me?
Yes, I am, ma'am. You've raised me to become the ultimate weapon, but can you really sit there and think I can protect this teenage girl 24/7?
Yes, I do. If I didn't, you wouldn't be here right now. You need to have faith in yourself. Why are you so hesitant now?
Don't worry about it. I'll take on the job.
Good boy.
She places her hand on my head and ruffles my hair. So, what exactly am I going to be protecting her from?
Well, there's a group of organized crime members that apparently want to kidnap her and use her for ransom. There's also a possibility that due to her father's wealth, there might be a price on her head.
Why doesn't the local PD just handle the problem themselves?
It isn't only localized to where she's at currently. The group operates nationwide and even internationally at times. You need not ask any more questions. Your job is just to protect her from being harmed. Am I understood, Zero?
When do I start?
You leave tonight.
Ah, so it is Azuki. It's because she looks like Azuki. Ha! I know it! Aha! Zero calls it again.
Yeah.
You know when Eagle heard me say that in part 1, he was like, God damn it!
It was like, fuck you, Zero, calling everything.
Eagle was just like, damn it, Zero! I know he is. I know he's pissed.
I love you, Eagle. So,
Fuck you.
so you're saying they look very similar to some famous girl? Extremely. It isn't only that coincidence that causes problems. Your father and his job also play into it. This girl's father also is very wealthy and powerful in his company. And I'm with you. What do you mean? I only know this much about this girl because I used to be very close to her. How close? I was a security agent that was hired to protect her. Else we're not going to tell her that we fucked. You? How did you manage to do that? My job assigned me to. That's right. The mysterious job you don't tell anyone about, right? It's not that I don't, it's that I can't. Is that secretive? You have no idea, Monika. But none of that matters right now. I happen to think the same people who went after her are now targeting you targeting you here. They think you're her, and that's why this is all happening. If they think I'm her, what happened to this girl then? I'd prefer not to talk about it. That's in the past now. I stand up and turn away from Monika and walk into the living room. Stopping short from the window and peering out into the rain, I think of ways to get Monika out of this situation. This all happened because of me. If I hadn't come into these girls' lives, I wouldn't have disrupted them. I have to make this right. Even if it costs me my own life. Ooh. We're throwing our life on the line, Monika.
Fucking God.
That's a good one right there. Oh, that got us a good 2 episodes. I'm glad. See, a part of me was like, all right, after this scene, we're gonna stop the episode. And I'm like, oh, well then.
Every time the screen went dark, I was like, please don't say it to me.
See, every time it went dark, I'm like, it's gonna cliffhanger, isn't it? I had a feeling it was going to cliffhanger soon because Eagle was telling us about how it's very short. So I had a feeling he was saying like, he wasn't saying very short, he was saying like it was decently short. But I mean, we got about almost 2 hours out of it. So I mean, it's pretty good. But it's a very good... So this cliffhanger definitely wasn't as big as the other one, but it's still a pretty big cliffhanger because it's a setup cliffhanger. It's a cliffhanger instead of... Because there's like 2 kind of different types of cliffhangers. There's the one where you're like, oh my god, what is going to happen next? And then there's ones where it's like, okay, what's going to transpire now? You know, like in the long term. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like this one's like... This is like the setup. So now our MC is basically starting to figure out like, okay... I'm the reason all of this is happening, so I better be ready to risk my life. Meaning that the RMC could potentially die at the end of this mod, protecting Monika.
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But yeah, so yeah, I knew it was because she looked like Azuki. So that's an interesting little tidbit. So I'm interested to see where Monika's route goes in Chapter 5. But we're not done with Chapter 4 just yet, ladies and gentlemen. We still have 3 other beautiful ladies on the title screen that we need to fill in with their stories. So... Yeah. And the next... But if I had to rate Monika's route right now, I like it. 10 out of 10. It's perfect. I love it. I love the action scene. I loved that. Monika being scared. I feel like Monika acted very in character in how she would act during this. Because, you know, people probably do say like, well, Monika's tough and confident and strong. It's like, yeah, she is, but has she ever had to dealt with being held hostage before? And having a gun pointed to her head?
Oh my god.
It's like, I'm pretty sure she would probably cry and be scared.
Yeah.
It's like, she definitely acted as, you know, a regular teenage girl would like, I think all of these girls, if they had a gun put up to their head, would probably start crying or being scared.
Yeah.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, they're regular teenage girls. Monika's confident, sure, but doesn't mean she's ready to handle being dead. To handle dying. So yeah. I also liked how we switched point of views. I like how we were Julia's point of view for a little bit. That was definitely interesting. Also, we were very mean to Julia, so I'm interested to see how we can rekindle that relationship. So we gotta do that. I liked that the police showed up, and it was kind of like, well, we got arrested because looking at the crime scene, yeah, that doesn't look very... Three
Yeah,
guys,
doesn't look good.
you guys beaten nearly to death, and one kid just a little bit hurt. All right, buddy, come on. Like, even if Monica's like, no, he protected me, it's like, we still have to take him in. Like, there's still definitely, there's still some questions here. So yeah, overall, liked Monica's route. I felt like she felt in character. I liked MC's cool action scenes. I like the MC's having a little internal struggle, you know? Like, at first, we thought he was just, and I like how Monica kind of thought that she saw him as just being overprotective, but in reality, he wasn't. And he was actually making some sense. But also, we're starting to see that our MC also has flaws. He's built to be this, you know, ultimate weapon, but as we're starting to see, like everyone, he has some flaws where he can't control his anger. Clearly, it seems like his anger is definitely a thing he can't really control a lot of the time. He also can't.
So good.
He's also very stubborn, so like he can't really. He doesn't really know how to just take a break and rest for a bit. He's very prideful also, because like Yuri said, where maybe he's training because, you know, he failed to protect you. To be honest, what Yuri was saying, I'm pretty sure she was right, because remember, when he was training, he was talking about, like, if I have to keep going, if I want to be able to protect Monica, I don't want to let Julia and the agency down. So yeah, he's very prideful in how he does things. Like, he has a very big sense of pride in how he does things. And I guess it makes sense, because, you know, he was raised to be the ultimate weapon. So, of course, you would have some pride to that. You would want to be able to, that you're doing your best. So, yeah. Very good. 10 out of 10. But anyway, Monica route, 10 out of 10. Anyway, that is it. If you guys want to play this for yourself, the link should be in the description, if it's available. I don't know if the mod's up yet. What it is... It will, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, I'm sorry. Alright? That's basically it. Yeah, next episode, we will be taking a crack at Natsuki's. And, I mean, so considering that seems how short these are going, we might just end up recording all of our routes. Because, I mean, considering it's Monday, it's like, I was saying, considering that Monica's was decently short, I'm assuming all theirs is around the same lengths. So it's like, we might just end up recording all of them before it even gets to Saturday. But yeah. Yeah. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. This is. Oh, do you have any thoughts about Monica route?
It's really good, and I like it.
Okay. The 8-year-old gave her opinion. It's really good, and I like it.
It's so good. Like it's so good.
I feel like you have nothing else to. You feel like you have nothing else to say because I kind of said everything.
Yeah, it's really good.
Alright, now that note, this has been Zero.
I'm a sharpshooter.